Oh, wait, what the hell was that? Hey everybody, it's Matt. Wrestling with Whiskey is back one more time, delving into the massive world of Scotch whiskey. Today we have another sample from my friend Jace. Check him out, Taste with Jace, Jais. And he has provided us with a sample of Oban 14 year. This is my first initiation with Oban altogether. I know they've done some of those Game of Thrones releases and obviously have a bit of a reputation in the Scotch world, but I have never had any of their products, so I was excited to dive into this today. They are a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, but I was curious to know that apparently they only had 2 pot stills that they use, making them one of the smallest major distilleries running. So that's kind of an interesting idea, especially when you look at like the American craft scene, how you can get pretty big even if your operation seems small. So credit to them for building such a large brand off of a relatively small operation. This is a 14-year product, so we're up from the kind of standard 12-year, I'm not going to call it an intro Scotch, but like the kind of a basic middle ground Scotch at 12. We're up a couple years at 14, still in the Highlands. And yeah, let's dive into this one. I can't wait. First time having Oban. Well, take a look at the color. The color is a little, interestingly enough, lighter than some of the other ones that I've had at like either 10 or 12 years. But again, with the use of previously used barrels and depending on the seasons, the in and out of the wood is not as intense, so there might not be as much color. I've seen 20-year-old scotches that are almost like white wine. So it just depends. The flavors, though, can be all different. Let's take a whiff. Ooh. Oh. Herbal candy. Is that that's a thing now? Herbal candy. Holy crap. It's light, but still rich. There's like spice dancing on the nose. There's that almost like the herbalness of rye, but much softer in this. A lot more fruity. Leather and strawberry. Crackle of spice on top, if that makes any sense. This seems really sweet and just a hint, teeny tiny bit smoky. I just want to taste this. More spice comes through on the palate, less of the sweetness, a little more of the hint of the smoke. Not crazy. You can tell there's a little bit of peat on there, especially on the finish. As the finish rolls down the back of your mouth, into your throat, you can taste the peat, the peated nature of it. But it's not, obviously this is not generally a very heavily peated whiskey, but still. Jace told me this would be nice, like almost as a dessert. I could see that this would go well with something sweet because it has this nice lightness to it, but then it's also got this kind of spice that would complement the sugary sweetness of a cake or a dessert of some kind. This is the dessert in and of itself. Almost some like ice cream-like flavors in there too. But again, just with that constant pepperiness over the top of it. That's a really nice light Oban 14 year. First introduction to Oban, I'm okay with it. From what I understand, relatively easy to find, $70, $75 depending on where you live. If you're in to any of those flavor notes that I said, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. To those that already know, good for you. Thank you once again to Jace, Taste with Jace on Instagram. Check him out. And Wrestling with Whiskey will be back, diving into Scotch, diving into things all over the world, and always wrestling with whiskey with an E or without one. It doesn't matter. Quit trying to argue me on that point. See you later.